Hi, welcome back to Curiosity Over Chaos. Today we're going to tackle how do you not let the tools do all the thinking for you? And instead learn how to sit alongside technology, bringing what only you as a human can bring. I have, on more than one occasion, received the absolutely fluffy, flowery, you're amazing. This idea is so fantastic. I can't believe that you thought of this, Marissa, from ChatGPT. I know that Claude does that like a tiny bit, but it's not quite as bad. And in the moment, doesn't that feel so good? It's like so validating to have them fluff you up and make you feel so good. It also makes me want to give it a lot more than what I normally would, right? Now, especially as a writer, as a creator, as someone who's building programs and plans for clients, I am constantly trying to find the balance between what am I asking AI to do with me? What am I asking it to do for me? And what am I actually just going to go ahead and do all on my own because I'm the best at it? And I think it's a balance that we're all going to be finding. And I think where it comes from, the condition that makes us want to lean all the way into technology and wants us to start having AI write all of our emails for us and just give it everything is that we have been trained to focus on productivity more than we've been trained to focus on value. And that's true in all of our organizations, right? Like, how many times have you worked on a project that by the end of it, you realized had absolutely no value, but kept you very, very busy? We have a prioritization problem in a lot of our organizations, and it is all rooted in this idea of more productive, more productive, more productive. And that is part of the underlying capitalistic greed that drives most of our organizations and systems. And it's because we equate more productivity with more results and, quite frankly, more money. And so as a result, every time that we have had a technological advance, be it the BlackBerry, the iPad, the laptop, instead of that affording us greater space and time and leisure, it's actually just driven us into more and more and more productivity. And so here we are at the cusp of something that could be absolutely amazing for alleviating a lot of our need for constant, always on productivity as humans. And we're ready, willing to just give it all over, right? AI can write that email better than I can. I even went through it in trying to design these sessions. I had AI help me with an outline. I had AI do a couple of my first notes for the episodes. And I was like, I sound like a flippin' robot. And so it wasn't until I stepped away and said, okay, which pieces of this project is my mind or my essence best? And which components of it do I actually need AI to support me? And so if you look at that condition of overproductivity and just doing it faster and better and stronger, we start to lose pieces of ourselves, especially when we have a partner like AI who can sometimes actually do it seemingly better than us. And so, what the future is asking of us and what this moment needs from us is for us to be discerning and for us to not lose sight of the ways that our human nature or what sits inside of us, that essence, let's not lose sight of how that is better than a robot most days. And start really thinking about when are you going to use tech and when are you going to sit alongside it and when are you going to not engage it at all. And the same can be true for social media because a lot of us are on that way too long. But your curious move for this week is to just add that layer of discernment before you automatically go into asking technology to do something for you. Go ahead and just put a pause. And you don't have to do it every single time. Maybe you're going to pick one project. Maybe you're going to pick like one thing that you would typically ask technology to help you with. And for 1 week or at least a couple of days, give yourself a little bit of space and pause and do the thing yourself. And just see how that feels and see what happens. And then you can adjust course, right? Like maybe you find that, no, I really did need some support and a brainstorming partner from AI. Or maybe you really did need them to write that email because you just weren't going to be able to do it from a level head, grounded place. But see what happens for you when you kind of allow a little bit of space between you and technology and start thinking about the ways that you could actually just bring your own genius to the project or the position, go ahead and see how that feels for you. And when you do, I want you to think about it from this lens. I want you to think about it from, I'm not going to give my genius away today. I'm going to hold on to the thing that makes me uniquely me. And I'm going to put all of that into this project and trust that that inner genius, that thing that makes me tick, is actually what this project needs more of instead of technology as my partner. And then over time, trust me, you will start to find your balance of what are you asking? What are you sitting alongside? And just what are you saying? No, I don't need tech to help me with this right now because I don't actually need to do it with so much speed. And what's inside of me is a whole lot better than what's inside of ChatGPT. All right. Thanks for being here. If you like this video, like, subscribe, share it with a friend. We're kind of flowing through these right now, and I'm always open to topics or ideas as well. Thanks so much for being here. We'll see you next time.